everybody, welcome back to my channel and another episode of Jewish Kitchen. We're gonna be baking today because it is Purim next week, one of my favorite Jewish holidays from my childhood, and we're gonna be making Hamantaschens. It's just another perfect example of the stories behind these Jewish festivals and how and why we celebrate, which is they tried to kill us, we won, let's eat. I can't remember the last time I ate a Hamantaschen. I can't remember if I've ever even made one. Like I must have when I was a kid, probably at some point, but no memory of that. But first, in case you're new here, hi, hello, I'm Hannah. In case it wasn't obvious, I am Jewish, but I'm also very much a secular Jew, and I'm reliving a lot of my Jewish childhood through making various different Jewish foods. In the past, I've gotten a bit deep in these Jewish kitchen episodes, talking about stuff about being Jewish and whatnot, but the emotional labor of getting deep every time has gotten to me, and so we're just keeping it light today. We're just having a fun Purim time, because part of what I want to be doing with these videos is celebrating my Jewishness, celebrating Jewish culture, because I often don't see a lot of that from a secular Jewish, but also like pro-Palestine perspective. So many of you may already be familiar with the story of Purim. It's the Queen Esther one. And one of the main ways that we celebrate Purim, and again, this is another like, was this my family or is this like a whole Jewish thing? I don't know. I think this is a like wider Jewish community thing, which is that we dress up. We dress up as characters within the Purim story. As a kid, I remember wanting to dress up as Queen Esther most of the time. You know, she was the queen, she was meant to be really beautiful, fun. A lot of small children like dressing up as princesses and queens and kings and princes and whatnot. One year, my mum made my sister and I some Hamantaschen costumes. So this is what we're going to be making, but here's a picture of me and my sister dressed as Hamantaschens one Purim. But I do remember as I got older being more and more interested and drawn towards Queen Vashti, the king's first wife. And as we shall see, she's a bit of a feminist icon. And again, I don't know whether this is like a done thing or this was like my family, but if anyone was dressing as Queen Vashti, you wore black. So I think I need to get changed. Ta-da! Yeah, I know it's barely a costume, but it feels more appropriate. So the deal with Queen Vashti is that she was the king's first wife. What's this king's name? Can't remember. We're in ancient Persia. And the king was having a feast, having a party or something with his mates. And he was like, hey wife, come in here. I want to show off how beautiful you are to all of my mates. And she was like, no, you fucking kidding? Absolutely not. And then he banished her or executed her. I'm actually not sure. She's either banished or she's dead, which feels very Henry VIII to me. And then he's like, I need a new wife. And then he holds a beauty contest, like a beauty pageant, and Esther is there, secret Jew, and he picks her because she's the most beautiful. Esther's also the cousin to this guy called Mordecai, who's important among the Jews. The king has an advisor or like his prime minister or something called Haman. He's an anti-Semite. He wants to murder all of the Jews. I think because Mordecai wouldn't bow to him. And so he was like, this one Jew disobeyed me, so I'm going to exterminate all the Jews. And the king was just like, yeah, sure, Haman, love you, mate, go for it. And then Mordecai's like, Esther, you need to tell your husband, the king, that you are Jewish because he loves you because you're beautiful and young and whatever. And so that's what happens. Esther's like, my king, I'm Jewish, your wife, I'm a Jew. And then the king's like, oh my goodness, my beautiful wife, she's a Jew. Okay, of course, we must not kill all the Jews. And then Haman gets executed, Haman gets banished. Not sure. Anyway, that story is kind of fucked up. Oh my God. I mean, most like Old Testament stories are pretty fucked up, to be honest. And that's my very botched memory of the story of Purim. There's more details, obviously. Okay, I feel like I've talked enough. We can chat more about Purim and Queen Vashti and Esther and Mordecai and Haman and all of that, but let's actually get started on all of this. So I'm actually going to be making two different Hamantaschen recipes. I found a traditional one, but it's on BBC Good Food. I trust BBC Good Food, come through, please. And then a non-traditional one that a couple of people in my Patreon Discord server recommended. And so what I've done is I've halved the amounts for each one. So I'm not making like too many. I've got like my halved amounts here and I had to convert ounces into grams. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So now we need to get started. And I need to kind of like be simultaneously following 2 different recipes. I know one of them wants you to chill the dough for an hour in the fridge. Another wants you to put the dough in the freezer for 3 minutes. So we're gonna try the 2 different techniques. So we're gonna make the fridge dough first. We also need to make some cream cheese. Let's go. Forgot to get my bowls out and my scales. So we need 150 plain flour. Open in a new bag. Oh, wait. I got a fucking apron. Ta-da! Queen Vashti in the kitchen. Let's go. Oh, bit too much. Bit too much? That's fine. That's fine. Let's get a spoon. Ooh, no. Why is this so hard? Perfect. Are we sieving? Are we sieving our flour? I don't know. I never know what the rules are. Okay, flour. Right, unsalted butter. How warm are you? I got this out of the fridge this morning, hoping that it would be soft enough. We'll see. Okay, that's more than enough. Oh yeah, that's nice and soft. Still too much. Not enough. Perfect. What are we doing? Are we cubing this? Are we cubing it? It just says put it in a thingy and mix it. Whatever, it's just easier to do this. So I remember as a kid at like Purim parties, someone would always like tell the story of Purim and we would all have these like, I want to either call them Gregors or McGregors, but that's like Ewan McGregor. I don't know. But they were like noisy instruments that you span them around and they went like really loud. I think they used to have them at football games, but I don't think they allow them anymore. But anytime that Haman, the baddie, is mentioned in the story, everyone goes boo and shakes their Ewan McGregors. Yeah, dressing up and that and Hamantaschens are my main Purim memories. Ooh, got an apron for that. What else? Icing sugar. I've never put icing sugar in a dough before. Fascinating. How much? Oh, too much. It's not a lot of sugar. Bloop. Double cream. Hello. Oh God, too much. It's fine. We can't really put, can we put that back in the pot? Probably not. So not a lot of cream either. That's the tiniest amount of cream. And then half an egg yolk because we've halved the recipe. Little bowl. Oh no! Oh well, there we go. Half my egg yolk got lost, so I guess that's worked out quite nicely. Okay, now we need to mix this. I think I'm gonna have to use a hand mixer. Do we want a pinch of salt in there? Yeah, right, hand mixer it is. Come on, oh no, come on. Why are you trapped in the, oh wait, it's there. Okay, it's fine. Okay, I'm over here. Do I wanna do this? It's a dough. Fuck it, we're doing it. I don't know. Is this meant to all come together? It's not. Can I get it doughy? Can I get it doughy? Am I allowed to like add a little bit of water? Maybe just like a tiny bit more egg yolk. This needs something to bind it. More cream? Bit more cream. Okay. I feel like we're almost there. I really should have tied my hair back. Here we go. Look. Dough. Sort of. Still a little bit left in here. There we go. Hey, we did it. Fantastic. Okay. Now what? Am I rolling it out at this point, or are we putting it in the fridge? In the fridge like discs or something? Chopping it in half. I think I actually maybe overdid it with the cream. Okay, the watch is coming off. The hair is going up. Okay, now what? Cut it in half and form into 2 discs. Wrap the discs and chill for about an hour. Right, I can do that, I can do that. You can't see anything that I'm doing. Here's my lovely dough. Sure, 2 discs. That one's definitely a bit bigger, but whatever. Okay, in the fridge for an hour. Okay, so now we can move on to our non-traditional Hamantaschens. And for that, we're actually making the filling first because our non-traditionals are going to be like vanilla and chocolate marble effect. And the filling is going to be cheesecake, kind of. Cream cheese, basically. So we need to make that first, I believe. Let's get up our next recipe. The multitasking is real. Make the filling in a small medium bowl. Mash the cream cheese and sugar with a fork. Great, I can do this. And then we add salt, vanilla, lemon juice, and egg yolk. Perfect. Then we're gonna put that in the fridge and then we can make our dough. Great, great. We got new bowls and plates recently and I'm so excited. Cream cheese. Oh, smells good. I love cream cheese. I hope I've got enough. This is a recently opened cream cheese, so yes, we're fine. We're fine, we're in the safe zone. We got it, perfect. Okay, so this recipe has granulated sugar in it, which I never use in baking. I'm normally a caster sugar gal, but we're gonna follow the recipe. Granulated sugar is just like a bit thicker, so like will we still have a bit of like the crunch from the sugar? Is that the idea? I don't know. But yeah, let's add our granulated sugar. Ooh, close. Sure. Right, let's mash this. Let's mash it. So I'm not particularly well versed in a lot of like Jewish culture, holidays, proper meanings behind things, traditions and whatnot. I don't know if you have gathered. My knowledge is just pretty much based on like what me and my family did when I was a child. But one of my patrons, Daisy, who actually shared this recipe with me, she said this about Purim. And I want to share. At Purim, it's traditional to gift mishloch manot, horrible pronunciation, sorry, which is basically baskets of food that you give to friends on Purim, and make care packages for your friends with the Hamantaschen. And when she said that, I was like, what a beautiful coincidence, because I was originally meant to be filming this video next week. Obviously, I'm filming this like in advance of Purim, but today is a Friday and I don't normally work Fridays, but there is a bake sale at my son's school and I've signed up to volunteer at it. But then when Daisy said that, I was like, oh my God, I can make Hamantaschens in the morning for the bake sale and then gift them to the bake sale as well. So it just like feels perfect for Purim, even though actually at the time of filming this, it's not Purim. It's not Purim time, but it's fine because we're in the spirit of Purim. But this is beautifully mashed. Look how smooth and delicious that looks. And now we need to add vanilla, lemon, pinch of salt, and half an egg yolk. Oh, it's a shame we lost that other half an egg yolk. Okay, bit of salt, always a bit of salt. Right, we need 2.5 mils of our lemon juice and vanilla. 1 teaspoon is 5 mils. So do I have I do have a half a teaspoon. Whoop, perfect. Right, we need to juice this lemon. I already cut it weird the other day. Actually, I think I might just be able to, that should be enough. Yeah, perfect. What else? Egg yolk. Right, let's hope for a more successful yolk making this time. Oh, things are getting messy up here. Right, but we only need half an egg yolk. Half an egg yolk. Ooh. Okay, perfect. Now half an egg yolk. How are we gonna do this? Should I just do it with my fingers? Oh, that's so weird. Do I break it? Do I break it with my hand? I'm scared. What, is it gonna pop? Oh wow, that is strong. Oh, there it is. Okay, I guess there's half of it. That was very strange. Let's mix all this together. I've never made like cheesecake before. Obviously this is not a cheesecake, but oh, it smells like it though. That is a cheesecakey smell. I was about to be like, can I eat this? It's got raw egg in it, but I eat cake mixture all of the time, so I don't see why not. Oh, that's fucking yum. That is good. Okay, so we're sticking this in the fridge. Okay, all our fridge things are in. We've made a dough and a filling, but for 2 separate Hamantaschens. So now we're gonna make our dough for the non-traditional cheesecake Hamantaschens. Make the dough. I maybe should have measured out all of my ingredients before, but alas, we're doing double washing up. Okay, combine butter, sugars, and salt and mix those together. And then we add the egg and the vanilla, and then we add the flour. Okay, and then we're gonna separate this dough because one half is gonna be chocolatey. Sugars, more icing sugar, fun. 20 grams of that. Okay, and a more granulated sugar. Too much. Perfect. Okay, that's going in. Right, what else did I say goes in at this stage? Salt? Is it salt? Tiny bit of salt. Right, okay, I think we're back to the food processor. Not food processor, this thing. I mean, yeah, okay. We need to get the mixture off. A proper like stand mixer thing that they like have on Bake Off is one of the many things on mine and Dan's list of like, when we live in a big house and we have a big kitchen, we're getting a stand mixer, we're getting a pasta maker, we're getting a tortilla press. Like all of these things that we know that we will use and we want to use, but we just do not have the space in this kitchen to store. This is just butter and sugar. Oh, but yeah, I'm not used to it with the granulated sugar. It's like crunchy. Next, eggs and vanilla. Oh my God. I can see now why Dan asked me to get him an apron, like a half apron for his birthday last year, because this is so useful. Add egg and vanilla. All right, how much egg and vanilla are we doing? Half an egg, useful. I feel like I have half an egg somewhere. That's not usable, sad. Didn't really think this through, did I? Half an egg, half an egg. How are we doing this half an egg? I think we need to bring back the sad broken egg bowl. There's like a whole egg in here, but it's just mixed up with a bit of dough and some cream cheese as well. Okay, all right, some of that's gonna go in, blop. And then we also just then need to get like half of this. So gross. Get half of our yolk in, pop, come on, yay, half a yolk. Is there an easier way to like, oh, I'm an idiot. Hannah, get a separate bloody bowl, crack your egg into it, mix it up, pour half of the mixture in there. Why am I struggling with this weird method? Vanilla, how much vanilla? 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. Well, we don't have one of those. That's fine. Was it just egg and vanilla? Yeah, that's everything other than flour that's gone into here. So let's mix that. I might just give it a whiz again. Oh no, it came off. Seems good. Flour, 132.5 grams. There we go. Oh my God, there's gonna be so much mess to tidy up. So now we need to form this into a dough. Are we forming this into a dough yet? Beat until it disappears, then keep mixing the dough until the dough is smooth and easily forms one big ball. Okay, this one's come together much more easily, but it is also wetter. Definitely wetter. Oh no, I'm so stuck. But, oh, actually, I know why it's wetter. It's because we still have more flour and cocoa to add. So that's fine. So I think now is splitting it up time. We've made a ball. We'll probably need to make 2 balls, and I need another bowl. Another bowl. It's gonna be some serious tidying up after this. I wonder if anyone at the bake sale today will recognize these as Hamantaschens and be like, what are you doing? You're a month early. And then I'll have to explain myself. Okay, right, so actually let's measure how much this weighs. That's a good idea. And then we'll know how much is half. So this ball is 265 grams. So 132.5 is gonna be half. Perfect. Okay, now what? Scoop half the dough into a separate bowl. Done. Add the remaining flour into one and the cocoa into the other, and then mix again. Oh, and then we're gonna like marble the dough before we put it in the freezer, it would seem. 22.5 grams of plain flour, 15 grams of this. How are we mixing this? Are we going back to the I'm scared of the with like the cocoa. Okay, great. And then I can make that into a ball in my hands. And this one, okay, this one's gonna be scary. Can you see the dust? Right, well, we've made a lovely chocolate dough and plain vanilla dough, I guess. Chocolate dough, look at that. Ooh. Oh, I should probably have done the other dough first. Whatever, that's fine, that's great. This one just needs bringing together a bit. Right, we are at the point of needing to tidy up this table. Oh dear. Okay, but look, there's our 2 lovely doughs. Okay, well, I can put them both next to each other in that big bowl. Oh my God, need to cleanse this workbench. Tidy desk, tidy mind. Parchment, baking paper. We don't have a lot of dough, so I feel like we're not gonna need much. I mean, I'm just gonna use my hands, I think. Let's just dot it all over our parchment. Boop, boop, boop. So Dan and I haven't discussed it yet in terms of, do we host a Purim party? Probably not, but maybe. But we did host a Hanukkah party since the last Jewish kitchen with some other like parent friends, like people from Rowan's nursery, other friends. And it was super fun because it was like very chill. When we did the lighting of the candles, I did feel like this like pressure to get it right. And also I kind of briefly told the story of Hanukkah and I did get quite nervous doing that, but it felt important to the occasion, especially like with the kids there, just to kind of like try and explain what we were doing and why we were lighting the candles. Ta-da! Do I need to put them like closer together and then smush them? I don't really understand. And then we like smush some together, like blend some together like this. It said leave some unblended and some blended. I've never made a marble anything, like biscuits, cakes, nothing. So this is my first foray into doing any marbling. Okay, I mean, it is what it is. Okay, roll it, roll it. We're aiming for 3 millimeters here. Sure, that's pretty thin. Looks cool. Do I have space in the freezer for this? Find out. Hey Siri, set a timer for 3 minutes. Wow, and in 13 minutes, our other dough will be coming out of the fridge. It's all happening. It's all happening at the right time. They want 3 inches. This one wants 6 or 7 centimeters. And I need a ruler. I've got options. Okay, I don't want like corrugated one. This one's like just under 7. How many inches is that? Just under 3. Here we go. First one I looked at. Oh yeah. Right, but we do need to make our filling for our traditional one, which is basically jam, honey, and tahini. But that's this BBC recipe. I actually don't know because my memory is it's just jam. But we're gonna go with this. And then when taking to the school, I just need to make sure that it's labeled that this has got tahini in it. Okay, let's get it out of the freezer. Okay, lovely, beautiful. Okay, we might need to keep those for baking. Oh, 60 mils of tahini. Let's do that first. Does this need to like go in the fridge or anything? It feels very liquidy. And a tablespoon of honey and then a bit of salt. Okay, it's thick-ish. I do worry that I'll like fall off the pastry. Anyway, what am I doing with this? If it's very thick, add water. No. We add this and then we top it with jam when we do our filling. Great, we can leave that there. Don't need these anymore. Let's cut some circles. Why am I getting so nervous? Let's go. Why does this marbling effect really remind me of a cow? My understanding as to why we have Hamantaschen is the Haman is Haman, the baddie in our story, and these are meant to be his ears? Does Hamantaschen mean Haman's ears? That's what I've always been told as a child. I mean, I've got loads of more dough here, so I guess I can roll it out again. I don't know how it works though with marbled dough, because if I roll this out again, will it just all become a light brown color? You know what I mean? Oh, that one's pretty thick. Some of these are actually maybe a bit thicker. They're really little. We're gonna dollop on cream cheese. I want you to see this. This bit you want a close-up for, I think. Okay, you got a lovely little close-up now. So we're gonna do a dollop of cream cheese in the middle, and then, oh God. So we fold one side, and then we fold the other side, and then we fold this side and pinch corners. I think that's what we're going for. That cream cheese is really coming out. Maybe we need to do a bit less. One side, and another side, pinchy, pinchy. Ooh, oh my God. It's gonna be real. Holy shit. I think these are gonna be so good. Thank you, Discord and Patreon server people. Okay, that one's kind of like exploded a little bit, so maybe a bit less. Come on. But now I'm like, but a bit more than that, surely. I don't know. I always fill my fajitas up with like too much filling, so this is just how I am. Yeah, man. I'm so excited to eat these. I'm actually less excited to eat the traditional ones, but I had to make both. I was originally just gonna do the traditional ones, but then this recipe got vouched for by 2 people. That's pretty good by my books. And so we had to try it. And then I'll maybe keep some at home for Rowan. There we go. Last one. I'm gonna try and roll it out again, but I'm just not convinced it's just gonna turn into all like light brown mush. Okay, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so I'm gonna see what happens if I roll this out again. But it's been an hour. It's been an hour. We can get our other dough out, but I just wanna try and salvage something out of this. Maybe if I like do the same thing where it's like put together like this instead of rolling it out into a ball, kind of like patchwork it back together again. Should have done it on parchment. Okay, yeah, we go again. Okay, we got 5 more. I think that will fill up our baking tray, so I'm happy with that. As long as everything gets done before I need to be at the bake sale to help out at 2:30, we're fine. That's in 3 hours and we're almost done here. Okay, I think I'm gonna shove these in the oven now, because then they can cook whilst we're making the other ones. And these are going in for 20 to 25 minutes. Why am I nervous? Oh God, that might be a bit too much extra flour I've added. It's fine. Come on. 2 to 3 millimeters. Ah! Don't stick to my rolling pin. Okay, let's go. Don't think we're getting another one in there. Okay, these feel like I maybe rolled them out a lot thinner than the other one. Don't stick. Okay, more. Okay, I feel like we're gonna make a lot more out of this one. Got more overall mixture, it would seem. Right, that feels good. Right, let's do this. Okay, jam and halva, tahini and honey. Right, so we want half a teaspoon of the halva and then top with about a 1/4 teaspoon of jam. This is very liquidy still. It smells good. I think, I might do some that are just jam, because that is so liquidy. Oh my God. Oh, okay. That is, we're gonna do more of it, like, I guess a traditional fold on these ones. Why, they're so tiny. They're so tiny. Oh God, looks like it's trying to break free. I'm not feeling confident in the structural integrity of the halva. I feel like maybe my tahini is just like really liquidy. Right, we're just gonna do it to, oh, fold. Okay, fold there, fold there. This is wild how much like deja vu I'm feeling right now with these Hamantaschens. Like the other ones, nothing other than just like, ooh, these are gonna taste good. But these, I'm like, whoa. Just, I don't know, being like transported back to my childhood. Like, I don't know, there was like a physical feeling in my body when I was like folding over the corners and it suddenly started taking shape. I was like, ugh. Oh wow, they look so tiny. I'm thinking we do one more with the halva and then the rest I'm gonna do just jam. And then our next batch, the other half of the dough, I think I'm gonna roll it just a little bit thicker. Ooh, that might be too much jam. Okay, this one actually is a bit thicker. The structural integrity of that does feel a bit better. So weirdly, like with those ones, I wanted to pinch the sides. And with these ones, I've done like a folding thing. I don't know why. Anyway, right, we're just jamming these ones all up now. Oh my God, why does strawberry jam smell so good? Okay, that one's getting pinched. Oh, that one looks good. Oh, pleased with that one. That was like a little Hamantaschen parcel. Oh, and that one. I feel like I've got the knack of the like folding thing now. Oh, why is this so satisfying? So now we're putting these in the fridge to chill again. I'm partway through making my next batch, but the other one's ready. Okay. Oh, wow. I mean, some of them are a complete mess, but some of them have, you know, maintained their structural integrity and look pretty good. How hot are these? Quite hot. They look so good. We're letting them cool. We're continuing here. And our first batch of our traditionals are gonna come out of the fridge in a couple of minutes and in the oven. And then these ones can go in the fridge. But in the meantime, do we try one of these? This one looks the most wonky. This one doesn't even really look like much of a triangle. It's kind of gone more square. We're gonna try this. I don't think I got any cream cheese in that bite, but the biscuit is good. Oh my God, it could have been stronger. Like, it's good, but I'm hardly getting any of the amazing freshness from that cream cheese that I was getting before it went in the oven. Oh, there it is. That was more of the texture. Interesting. Don't get me wrong, that was delicious. I think I was expecting like more of the sharpness from the lemon to come through. I was expecting it to taste like that. It doesn't taste like that. It's kind of like a much muted down version of that. Oh wait, little after kick, but still like tiny. Oh, but they are good. They're really good. Okay. And then when those ones are ready, these ones can come out the fridge and go in. There's no more cooking to do. But this, I need to find like more recipes or something to do something like this with. The obvious choice is cheesecake. Oh my God, that is so good. Tidying up. That's better. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. 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 The first batch already came out and they look a bit sad. The filling has exploded in pretty much all of them, but not to worry because this is the batch that I'm keeping at home because I don't know which are tahini and which aren't, so that's fine. This batch is looking a little better. Still some damage has been done, but a lot of these ones of the tahini are looking pretty good. And there's like 2 maybe of the jam ones that are okay. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Do you know what? We're just gonna try one of these actually. This one that's had the most spillage. Doesn't look like there's the halva tahini in there, but maybe there is because it had the mostest in it. Let's give it a go. I think that's just jam, but it's great. Mixed, unsure, staying at home. Our non-traditional marbly cheesecake ones. I'm gonna keep 2 back, 1 for Dan, 1 for Rowan, and the rest are gonna go to school. Tahini and jam. These all look good. I'm gonna take all of these all of these are going to school. And then some of these will go, I think, like maybe all of them except that one and that one are gonna stay home. Okay, so this is one of the books that we got from PJ Library before I realized that they were a Zionist organization. This is one we got about Purim when Rowan was a baby. When it's Purim. Story time, kids. A ball of dough, a rolling pin. Your favorite filling. Let's begin. Make a circle nice and flat. Pinch 3 corners, Haman's hat. Okay, so they say it's Haman's hat. My childhood, it was his ears. Is it a hat or ears? Does Hamantaschens mean Haman's ears or Haman's hat? Someone tell me. Make enough for everyone. Bake till golden, cool when done. Fill a basket or a plate. Add a bow to decorate. Oh, so this is actually showing me what Daisy said as well. It's like you make them and then you like create like a care package gift basket and you give them to people. Family, friends and teachers too will love these Purim treats for you. Well, there we go. And they're holding the Ewan McGregors. I need to look up the name of those. But they have the Ewan McGregors and they're giving out the Hamantaschens to all their friends. Lovely. Great. Why all the good Jewish shit gotta be Zionist? Anyway. Fine. I talked about that in another Jewish kitchen. We're keeping it light, keeping it light. I feel like I should probably try one of these tahini ones. Tahini, with the halva, the tahini and the honey. Okay. Okay. Do you know what? I can see the vision, and the vision is like peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jam. That is the vision. It's got that like savory kick to it, but I just think I want all sweet. But it's good. It is good. This has been a roaring success. If I say so myself, happy Purim!